time to x-ray and string test our yearlings. Molly's up first, the oldest of the yearlings. She's a little sleepy right now. So we do x-rays when they are weanlings and when they're yearlings. We do it at the end of the year because in the next few months, she will start to have a little bit more work. She'll start to be a little more active, have some training be done. We want to know if there's anything to be mindful of when they start work, or if there's a reason we need to delay their training. Little sleepy girl, you got to get on the blocks. She was not being helpful there for a second. Look how different the yearlings look compared to the weanlings that we just looked at. I mean, they're starting to look like horses, not just little fat llamas. So they take the x-ray and then it pops up over here. So on the coming 2-year-olds, we're doing their knees specifically to see if they have closed. Here you can see this black line right here where that mouse is. That shows that her growth plate is still open. Generally in quarter horses, it's like 18 to 24 months when they close, but it could be even later. And so we like to make sure that those knees are closed prior to work. So Molly is like 22 months old right now. See right there, you can see that growth plate still open. The last time we string tested Molly when she was a weanling, it said that she was gonna be like 50, I'm sorry, I choked on a chicken tender here. 15 hands, 15 one hands, something like that. So let's see her change. We're gonna be all the way down. Nope, 15 hands on the dot. Awesome, I think she's right on track to be that height too. So it seems to be pretty accurate so far. Next is Miss Daphne. She's a big girl. So especially with Daphne and Wally being really growthy, they're gonna be a lot bigger than Molly. We wanna make sure that they are given adequate amount of time for those joints to close before we start loading them with more weight. All right, x-ray. So hers are similarly open, which makes sense. She's a little bit younger than Molly is, and she's larger. Now their stifles and their knees and stuff being open, that's not the only thing we're looking for. We're doing similar to what we did with the weanlings earlier, where we're just on a fact-finding mission. You know, if they've had some trauma out in the pasture and they have some sort of anything that could cause them problems later on, we would just rather know about it now and make plans for them on, you know, their training kind of like timeline and what's best for them based off of that. So we're gonna string test Daphne now. I think she was 16.3 or like predicted to be 16.3 when we did this as a weanling. Her mom's like 16.2, her sire's like 16.3, so that would be very on par. 16.3, see the girl, 16.2, awesome. That's a really good size because I think she's gonna be able to do the all around as well. And you don't want them to get too big when they're that size, so it looks like she's gonna be about Trudy size. So she's gonna look just like her mama. Next up, last boy is Walter. You're so good, you're so big. Wally, he didn't have anything necessarily like glaringly, hey, like we need to watch this out as a weanling. But when horses grow big, fast, like they're lean, they're lanky, they've got all these open growth plates and they're gonna keep growing because he's string tested to be really big. Sometimes during development, things can arise. And that's what we wanna make sure nothing is happening, you know? Sleepy Wally. Oh, he's getting a little comfortable. Don't pay attention to the blood on the floor. Wally cut himself again. It just is what it is. But while he's a little sleepy, I'm gonna go ahead and go from the middle of his knee down here. Let's see what we string test you. Is it still scary? 17.2.
Whoa.
17.5 inches. 17.2. Now here's the thing though. He's staying intact. And sometimes the presence of all that testosterone can actually put all their like growth energy towards muscle instead of going up. Isn't it like castrating them makes their growth plate stay open longer? He's not listening to me. Anyway, something like that. But big boy, Walter. So anyway, I'm taking advantage of drunk Walter to hug him and kiss him. He's going to be a giant boy. And let me know if you have any more questions about our kind of x-ray protocol, what we look for, those kinds of things, and stay tuned for the longer version on YouTube.